Hello everybody. Well, here we are. It's the 10th of May, Sunday 10th of May. It's day 48 of the lockdown, and we were just walking along. We've come up on top of the hill here above Bagendon. We're going to take our walk down the shorter route down to Bagendon and along. We've taken you along this route before, but we were just reflecting that 3 years ago today, I think it was today, that we were actually landing in Canada, or we're actually flying into Canada, into Toronto, and picking up the RV over there to spend 3 months travelling around Canada. I did start to put up some of that video, but it's on my old laptop and it's not so easy to do, unfortunately, simply because we haven't got the bandwidth on our own home Wi-Fi, roaming Wi-Fi, to actually be able to upload it. So there will be some pictures from Canada eventually on our YouTube. There are a few up which I did before we got to this stage in this place, and I had hoped that I would be able to do that over the months. It's also coming up 9 months since we started on our ho travels, because we haven't travelled very far, have we? Life and circumstances have conveyed together to limit our travels, but it has been a good 9 months, I think. We've certainly relaxed. We're certainly a little bit fitter than we were, aren't we, Mrs. Popercoat Diary?
We are, yes.
Carol's looking good. Don't you think she's looking good? Look at that, her hair blowing in the wind.
Yes, the hair. The hair's going to get longer.
They're going to call that COVID hair. Yes. You can see it's a pretty dull day. Weather's coming down from the north apparently. So colder weather has come in. It's dropped by about 10 degrees from like yesterday, when it was in the 20s, early 20s. And today we're down to sort of the 12s. So it's not too bad, but we have put our coats on. The wind is coming down from the northeast. Thank you, northeast, for sending this wind to us. We're so grateful. Not, but there we are. And you can see, that tree. I think that's the horse chestnuts coming out in bloom now. There's still lots of white in the hedges. Seems to be the second blooming in the hedgerows of this white flower. Those bushes. And even the oaks are starting to come out. See that oak ahead of us? I think that's an oak tree by its shape. And a lighter leaf at the moment. These are oaks up here as well. Scraggly oaks, I think. I think maybe they are. Maybe. Looking at the leaves, no, I don't think they are oaks. Anyway, this is the field that we came across the newborn lamb in a few weeks ago. Up here we can still hear lambs bleating down in the lower field. We knew it was going to get colder, so we've got stew tonight. That's bubbling away in the hot pot. It's mostly swede in there. A little bit of carrot, a bit of garlic, and onion with some stewing beef. So I hope this wind isn't playing into the microphone too much. It does make an awful noise when the wind gets into it. That probably is. But we're coming down to a bit more sheltered spot now. But what a lovely view, even on a day that's as dull as this. It's so gorgeous. Very peaceful. Lovely part of the world. Expensive if you want to buy a house down here. You're going to need at least £1 million and some small change to buy a house in one of these little villages. So I don't think we will be buying one, but we can live here anyway in our rolling one-bedroom flat on wheels. Oh, the wind, the wind, the wind. Thought it was going to get more sheltered down here. Carefully picking my way through the sheep poo. Any other news, Carol? What do we have? Oh, we went shopping yesterday. I did our shop. That's about 2 weeks.
Yes,
Almost 2 weeks. We borrowed a car and went and did a shop. I went into Aldi. Yes, that's right. And Carol went into Tesco's. They're pretty much next door to each other in Cirencester. So we divided it up. She went and got the stuff from Tesco's, and I went and got the stuff from Aldi. She had the smaller list, but it was a longer queue, so it took Carol longer to get in there. 35 minutes to get in. Yeah. Thank you. And then today, of course, Boris Johnson is speaking to the nation on the roadmap forward in what I think is being termed the second phase of our national response to COVID-19. There's been a lot of speculation about what might or might not be relaxed in the regulations. Speculation about the stay home, save the NHS, save lives slogan being changed to something like stay alert. I don't quite know how you stay alert to a bug you can't see. But I guess we will find out this evening just what he's got to say and how the government think they're going to draw us out of this predicament that we're in. My personal opinion, for what it's worth, is that it's going to be a dodgy old world until they can find a vaccine that will protect us all against the bug. Until then, it seems to me that everyone's at risk. They haven't really confirmed yet, to my satisfaction anyway, that if you've had the bug and recovered, you are then immune. And if you are immune, how long are you immune for? And without that sort of natural immunity in the population, it really is going to be very difficult. The only answer really is a absolute vaccine. But then of course we're all going to be, I think, even then, a little bit nervous that it might come back in a different form like flu does. You get vaccinated each year against some type of flu, but another type comes and it keeps changing. And will this bug be the same? We don't know, do we? So not wanting to be a caster of gloom and doom, I just don't think it's going to be terribly safe in the world until there is a real chance of a vaccine, or even a way of treating those who are sick with the bug. I know they're working very hard on those things, and we hope and pray that'll be the case, but at the moment I don't see how they can relax much in the way of the regulations, quite honestly, because we're still having hundreds of people each day dying of this terrible, terrible bug. Hundreds. Even on this, over this bank holiday weekend, over 300 recorded deaths. I mean, we're up to 31,000 in total. It is absolutely horrendous. It's heartbreaking. And even as I stand and look at this beautiful countryside, so many people who will not be able to see this again because of this bug. Oh, there's misery for you. I'm either ranting or being miserable, aren't I? Well, that's what 48 days of lockdown will do to you. They're coming down to these gates. I think you've seen pictures of these, but we haven't actually filmed through here. Carol's going to come past me and undo the gate. It is lovely through here. Da-da-da. There we go. So, I'm looking forward to the stew tonight. I think we're going to have omelettes for lunch when we get back. We listened to the service this morning. It was Tim Thornton, who used to be the vicar across the Tamar in Cornwall, and he's now the not the vicar, the bishop of Cornwall, and is now the bishop to the armed forces. And of course it is celebrating today, well, celebrating on Friday, Victory in Europe Day, and of course this Sunday reflected that. And oh look, I don't know whether you can see over that wall, somebody has a swimming pool. Can't really see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, focus. Swimming pool. So they must have been enjoying that the last few days, and the temperature's been up. I wonder if it's heated. But yeah, that gives you a sort of idea of the standard of living around here. And there's the sheep in the field, the rather larger lambs. And they're growing apace on that lush green grass. Look at that. Right, okay. So, if you've enjoyed our ramble in the countryside and my ramble about COVID and my misery, give us a thumbs up. If not, give us a thumbs down. Do subscribe to follow us in our non-travels. One day we will be travelling, and one day we will be putting up those videos. So in the meantime, stay well, stay healthy, look after yourselves, look after each other, keep smiling. I'm trying, honestly, I'm trying. My mother used to say I was very trying. Okay, God bless, bye bye.